Wait, what are you talking about?
What were you talking about?
I
What do you like huge?
I just like big things Nemo like. Wait, hold up. Wait.
Huge one.
Derenle, what's your name? I will find you.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever part of the world you're watching from. Welcome to an amazing episode of the weekly top 5 series. Yes, this is the Derenle Universe, your host as always. I want to thank you guys for your comments. This really assures us that we're on the right path to updating your playlist every week, and we'll never disappoint. Remember, I promised you I'll be bringing a lineup of super talented guests on the show. If this is your first time of watching, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Most importantly, turn on notification updates so you don't miss out on any of the amazing episodes. Today we have a special personality in the building. She's a content creator, she's a TV host, she's a YouTuber, and also an artist. Yeah, she paints very well. Don't worry, sit back. You get to meet her right after the break. Welcome to the Weekly Top 5 series, the number one podcast worldwide, where your favorite celebrities come to share their top 5 songs of the week.
The Afrobeat's been doing really well, so there's just so many releases coming out. You know, I look up to everybody that does good music. I'll go with you.
Sorry for the bad English, don't forget I said I can speak English, but it's taking it.
My top song at the moment is Super Adubo. It's a very nice jam by Oladips.
Nikki Carr, Feelings. It's Otega. Yeah, I love that song.
My number one song for this top 5 is
Zila Marita.
This is your first time of watching. Do us a favor to like, share, subscribe, and turn on notification updates so you don't miss out on any episodes. Don't go nowhere. Welcome back to the show. Yeah, like I promised, the season is going to be packed with amazing episodes, and today we'll have a special personality in the building. Like I said earlier on, she's a TV host, she's a content creator, she's a YouTuber, and she's also an artist. She draws very well. Join me, welcome Varoni. Varoni, how are you today?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you
doing? What's behind all the clothes?
The glory of the Lord.
I can't relate.
How are you doing?
I'm fine. This Varoni, we're going to ask you a lot of questions.
Okay.
At the same time, the viewers will be able to know your top 5 songs of the week.
Okay.
Yeah. So Varoni, the name always ring a bell anytime how did you get the name?
Okay, so Varoni is an acronym of all my names. When I begin to break it down, it takes like some kind of 20 minutes to like break down, and I don't usually, it's somewhat stressful to break down. But Varoni is an acronym of all my names. You have Victoria, my son name, my other names, and you know, sweet names like that. Varoni.
So we want to know, where was the point exactly that you knew that I'm a presenter, I'm born to do this? Like, where did you draw the line? Were there mentors you had right growing up, or it was something you developed feelings for?
Okay, so yeah, I've always been the kind of person that like I like to keep to myself, but at the same time, when I see people up there, at the end of the day, after the day, I like imitate them and play around, and everybody's like, you can do this is like who you are, you talk, you're fluent and all of that. I'm like, it's not about fluency that makes a presenter. It could be one of the things that makes a presenter, but it's not all the things that make a presenter. So at some point in my university year, I had a mentor who wanted to put together a media house.
What university was that?
Ekotes University Ekotes, that's in Benin Republic. And he wanted to put together a media house, and like mentors, people who, so at the time, my mentor was a director, and like he directs stage plays and all of that. And I was part of the team, and I was part of the actors. And he was like, okay, you know what? You're a shining star. Why not just join us? And I'm like, I don't know how to do this thing. I've never done it before. And then he was like, don't worry, you'll learn on the job. And then that was where the passion started from. I saw it, I liked it. And then they were like, okay, put together a show for yourself. And if you were to put together a show for yourself, what would it be? I wrote one or two things, I put it together. After a while, they had a breakdown somewhere. Something somewhere happened. And then I switched, I changed countries.
What year was this actually?
This was 2019, 2020. And then I left Benin Republic, I came to Nigeria, and then I'm like, well, maybe it was part of what Benin should be. And then I totally forgot it. I put it behind me. And I moved on to other jobs. You know, NYSC came. I had the opportunity to be on radio again. And I'm like, let's do this. I did it again. I enjoyed it was just me having fun at the time.
Center, yeah.
It was just me having fun at the time. And then afterwards, I put it behind me again. Not necessarily behind me, somewhere in there. I just packed it. Whenever I come back, we'll revisit you, my dearest princess.
Okay, so when you packed it, what exactly were you doing?
I was working as a customer service representative for a fintech company at the time. And it was time consuming because, you know, customer service representative.
Yeah, always on the call.
I wasn't actually even on the call, but I was always responding to messages, always interacting with customers on the decks, exactly. And then I wanted to put together my art. So at the time, everything and anything that takes me forward, that moves me forward, is
a go for you.
For me, and it comes from a place of creativity, art. So whatever thing it is I will do, I always find my way back to painting and sketching and doing all of those things. So I wanted to improve my game. I wanted it to be what I would do for the rest of my life. I still want it to be what I would do for the rest of my life. It is still what I'm going to do for the rest of my life.
Okay. So, sorry, like right now, what's your most cherished career?
My most cherished career right now, it has to be painting.
So that
it sits at the top. It sits nobody competes with it. Nothing.
Interesting. Okay.
Then you can now follow it up with being a presenter.
Okay.
Interacting with people, you know, communicating with them and knowing exactly the fun of it, the joy of it, of being around people.
Okay. Do you believe social media influencers are killing traditional TV's hosts, or you think TV will always remain superior?
Okay, so one thing that I feel like a lot of people need to understand about social media and TV hosts is there is a lot of professionalism that social media
doesn't require.
There's a lot of professionalism that is missing, that you can be a professional as a person, but there are certain knowledge that you've missed out on if you are not trained to be a TV personnel. Now, if you want to be a social media influencer, it is nice, it is good. You are creative, you are out there, you know how to speak, you know how to do all of those things. That's fine, that's beautiful. But I would always advise that if you can get some training of some sort, not just in social media, but to sit in front of a camera, because at the end of the day, we're not just looking at Nigeria here. I feel like at the end of the day, nobody wants to be limited to a certain region. So wherever you find yourself, always be open to the fact that anything can happen. Anyone can see. Anyone can grow. Anyone can see you. So when you have those teeny tiny details of professionalism, of training in whatever thing it is that you do, it could make the cut for you.
Wow, that was interesting. Varoni, if he has an Instagram handle right there on your screen, you can hear directly from the horse's mouth. So I think you need to follow her to maybe collaborate with her. Who knows? Okay, let me ask you this question. If there's a female TV host, if you were to replace, let me not use the word female. If you were to replace a TV host in Nigeria, who would it be and why?
Oh, wow. No, you've just widened everything out. So initially, if you had said female TV host, yeah, I feel like it would have been Nancy Sime, right? There is a way. I've watched her shows, I've watched her hosting, I've watched her on the red carpet, I've watched her as an MC, I've watched her as an actor. All round, I'm following her back to back. The way she carries herself, the way she talks, the way she presents herself. There is a way she does it with so much elegance and charisma that if I were to be somebody, that would be the person. Now, if you say a TV host in Nigeria, that would be Frank Edoho. That man. I don't have to say too much. I feel like everybody understands when you want to be this person. Everybody can resonate with it and be like, yeah, this is the real. You don't even have to say too much to understand why you want to be the person. Yeah. So Frank Edoho.
There's this belief in the industry that female hosts get more attention based on looks rather than their talent. So what's your take on that?
So in the world generally, everybody says that the females get attention. So there is no way that it's not going to reflect in different career, different sectors, different fields.
Yeah.
If you say it, it'll be like, she's a female, that's why she can express herself. Exactly. She's a female, that's why, let's just pity her. She's a female, that's why this. And there's also that line that they say that men find it harder because they are always grilled and be like, what can you offer? What can you offer? What can you offer? Now, true. Sometimes, everybody at the end of the day, I like to feel like mercy speaks for people. At the end of the day, even male, female, mercy speaks for people. At the end of the day, just make sure that whatever thing it is you're doing, you are diligent in your work and you are able to prove yourself. So females getting more attention. Hey, you won't buy out.
Okay, we'll be coming back to more questions, but let's quickly hit down now to your playlist. We're saving the best for the last.
Okay.
So on the number 5 spot, which of the record is sitting there?
On the number 5, best for the last. Okay, on the number 5, that would be Roots. Beyond Solar and Sheyi Vibes.
Beyond Solar.
Beyond Solar.
Okay, Beyond Solar by Sheyi Vibes.
And Sheyi Vibes. The title of the song is Roots. Root of Evil. Like, I kind of like, can I? Mm-hmm. So like, I need the root of evil. Money is the root of evil. Oh, Musanile, because of root of evil. I need the root of evil. Something goes on and on like that. It's just in my understanding of the song is everybody says money is the root of evil, but root of evil or not, we all need this money.
Okay, so that's the idea of the song.
That's the idea of the song, in my opinion.
You heard that right. Roots of Evil by...
Roots. Just Roots.
Okay, just Roots. Okay, they abbreviated it in the title.
Yeah, just Roots. ROOTS. Roots.
I haven't heard that file. This is a new song.
It's not a new song.
Okay.
It's not so new.
I can understand how abstract of a person you are now. Roots by Sheyi Vibe
and Beyond Solar.
Beyond Solar has been locked in on our number 5 spot for the week. Let's go check out the record to see if it's worth to be on your own playlist for the week. Welcome back to the show. I hope you guys are adding that song to your playlist. Roots by Beyond Solar and Sheyi Vibe. Varoni has logged that on our number 5. It's our own playlist, so she has a name. Okay, a lot of TV hosts are like celebrities, superstars. What's your wildest fan moment? Have you ever experienced one?
A fan moment. I embarrassed myself one time. So I am not particularly the kind of person that when I see celebrities, I jump. I might be excited, but I'm always composed. Yes.
So you almost embarrassed yourself.
Yeah, I did. And it was not even on a red carpet. It was, I walked into a friend's office and I met a celebrity. I just reviewed his movie. And the next thing is, I found myself, literally, I heard myself. I didn't think before I acted. I heard myself asking for a picture. And it was weird. It was, the way it shut me down, it was, I sat down, I'm like, Vicky, you know, like this.
Wow. I can imagine.
Yeah, that was very, very, very embarrassing for me. And yeah, that was it.
Have you ever gone off script, live on air, and said something that got you in trouble?
In trouble. I feel like sometimes when I started as a TV presenter, I had a training, and after the training, you know, there was a lot of practices and a lot of practice. Then there was one time that we were having a heated argument on TV, and something must have flew out from not just me, all of us, because all of us at the end of the day, we heard it. We heard it. We had that conversation, and it was like, oh, this shouldn't have come out. This shouldn't have happened. So there been just one time or two that happened.
Wow, that was interesting. But how were you able to manage it?
Well, so there was a quick realization, and that was what saved us. There was a quick realization, and then we covered it up with...
That's
improvisation. We covered it up with improvisation, and that was it. And then after the show, we sat down, we talked about it, we analyzed, because it was a live show, then we watched it again, and then we talked about it. Took notes of things that should happen and should not happen.
If you had to choose between a TV host and an influencer, which would you settle for, and why?
Why can I settle when I can have both?
If you were to have one.
If I were to have one, I think I'll still pick TV.
Are you being sincere right now?
Yes.
Okay, why?
TV sort of keeps you on track. You don't lose yourself and you don't lose the goal. There are boundaries, there are lines that you can't cross. And those things keep you in check. I feel like when you keep yourself in check, that's when growth comes. Being able to maneuver and maximize the space that you have. Now, influencing allows you to spread your wings and fly. You could lose yourself if you're not conscious of that. And I don't know.
Okay, I want to ask, which pays better?
Influencing pays better. Influencing pays better.
Okay.
TV helps put you out there.
Okay.
It gives you the background. It gives you the foundation. It gives you that solid foundation that you need to grow. Now, you can still be on TV, yeah? And as long as your contract with a TV station does not bind you solely to not be able to influence, then you can do your influencing on the side and grow yourself as an individual.
So, but for
now,
you,
TV, because it depends on what you are, even if what you want to do. You can't influence as a newscaster.
okay.
Do you understand what I mean? If you are a newscaster, you work on TV, you work on TV. That is who you are, that is what you are.
Okay.
These days, there are people who do it. Like I said, the world is changing, the world is evolving.
But low-key, Sha, I know legitimately you want to influence, but I understand that you have to be repping the TV host.
I'm not repping the TV hosting sector. I'm not working for any TV at the moment.
But like, I mean, for the craft itself now, you're trying
For the craft itself, yes. But TV was so... See, I promise you, if TV was paying better, a lot of people would not go out there to try to get gigs and influencing jobs.
So do you think social media is taking over the TV sector?
Social media is, but at the end of the day, people need to be able to draw the line between social media blurs the line between the truth and fallacy.
Yeah.
Do you understand? TV would give it to you straight as it is. You cannot doubt what you find on TV. Now, when you see something on social media, you have to go and reconfirm from a blog, and reconfirm from another blog, and then reconfirm from other blogs, and then sometimes you even reconfirm from TV stations that have blogs.
Okay.
Or social media presence, just to be certain.
Yeah, that's facts.
But when you hear it from one TV station, in those days, that's it.
Yeah.
You might not hear it on time from maybe one TV station is dropping it first before another one, but they're still going to bring the facts to you.
Okay.
What you find on Facebook sometimes, there's something that is going around and people tell me like, these Facebook people. I know you understand what I'm saying. There's always a story somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Quite relatable. Let's hit on your number 4 spot for the week.
Number 4, that should be Elamia, Naked.
Wow, quite an incredible artist.
You know her?
Yes, of course.
Oh yeah, Naked by Elamia.
Naked. So what was the song talking about?
It's talking about how you as a person, being naked is not just about taking off your clothes and taking off the sheets and being naked. I want to break down my walls for someone. I want to experience vulnerability with somebody. That is being naked.
Wow, that's quite deep. Naked by Elamaya has been locking on Varoni's number 4 spots for the week. Let's quickly check that out.
Somebody who loves me naked, someone who never asks for love but knows how to take it. Are you there?
Welcome back to the show. Yeah, Elamai, you definitely have to add that to your playlist. You definitely have to. Before we move down to the number 3 spot for the week, let's go down into the industry a little bit.
Industry?
Yeah.
It's in fashion industry.
No. Like who's your, if you were to collaborate with one person in the industry right now, who would that person be?
If I were to collaborate with one person in the industry right now, which of the industries? The art industry,
okay, let's say the music industry.
Music industry, collaborate.
Yeah.
On anything. Yes. We would collaborate and do anything together.
Yes.
In Nigerian artists.
Mm-hmm.
I have to go for one of the biggest, the trendiest, obviously. Okay. Something that puts me out there.
So who is the person?
Can I list? Just
one.
Why does it have to be one?
We know that they are all good, but sometimes you just...
I think it would be Ira.
Oh, we didn't even see that coming.
Ira Star, yeah.
Okay.
It would be Ira.
Ira Star, okay. We can relate. You're a female, so women supporting women. That's
Wait, nice. No, this is not about women supporting women.
Really?
Alone.
Okay.
It's not about women supporting women alone. Ira she's from our interviews that I've watched. From our interviews that I've watched, there is a certain level of openness that I perceive.
That you relate with.
And she'll be perfect for collaboration.
Wow, okay. Ira Star, you hear that? So I think you guys will definitely work in the future.
By God's grace.
Okay, so who's that person that's not going to make it to your,
in the music industry? There's nobody that cannot make it to. Everybody.
You don't want to make enemies, okay?
No, it's not about making enemies. See, at the end of the day, everybody has a part to play.
That's true.
If you like artist A today, somebody doesn't like artist A. If that person does not like artist A, and the artist A does not exist, there is somebody that is existing that the person will not like. And that's a part to play.
Okay. That's true. We can relate.
Everybody has a part to play.
What do you think is happening in the industry that the outsiders would not understand? I mean, from a TV host
Perspective.
yeah.
What's happening in the industry that outsiders would not understand? There are lots of things that are happening. A lot of people cannot relate to the work ethics, like how the work should go. This is when you do a job, this is how you do a job, especially people in the older generation. Now that we have lots of concert happening, lots of events, and people need to be out there, you need to appear a certain way, you need to do a certain... Now, people in certain generations will look at you and be like, I understand that this is what you're doing, but it should come off as this way. In my opinion, if you get to a red carpet event, if you get to any event, and the first person you are seeing, the red carpet host, the MC, the red carpet host, the MC, you should look at them and be like, oh wow, your outfit. So something that causes controversy. Now let's take a look at Derenle. Derenle kills it. Derenle does the job. Derenle is beautiful. There is no way that Derenle goes it and it doesn't make a statement. Now, a lot of people would not understand his perspective.
Oh.
His job is to create or be
A controversial
a controversial person. Yes. And certain people in the industry would... Not everybody in the industry has to be controversial. But on the outside, people look at you and be like, do you have to be controversial? If that is what is going to sell me, and I feel and I believe that I can control the narrative of whatever
they have to say,
controversial conversation goes out there, and I can deal with it, a lot of people will not understand.
Wow.
And it applies to not just the media industry alone. Every
industry. Wow, that's really, really deep. Oh. Don't forget, we have Varoni in the building. Yes, I can't forget that anymore. That's our Instagram handle right there. She's a YouTuber. She's a TV host, also an artist. I think that's the part that throws me off about you.
Painting.
So can you draw like...
So, well, I do more with colors and I paint more than I draw. I can't remember last time I sketched anything. Well, I sketch before I paint, but you know, you can't compare rough sketches.
Something like this.
Yeah, somewhat. It might not be as good as this, but because it's not my forte. Now, this kind of art is also somewhat different. There are people that specialize in this kind of art. This is what they do. This is how they do it.
I understand. I would like you to actually do paintings for me. I want to patronize.
Oh yeah, really? Let's walk around some. Let's discuss it. What kind of concept are you looking at?
Okay, we'll talk about that after the show.
All right, no problem.
Okay, let's hit your number 3 spot for the week.
Number 3 spots for the week. Agba singing Ribena.
Hey, shout out to Ribena, talented artist.
Ṣé o mọ̀ pé ilé ayé yìí kò lọ títí, jẹ́jẹ́ láyé. IQ ló gbà ṣó mọ̀, kò gbà gidi.
Do you sing?
No, I don't.
You've not recorded any song?
No, I haven't. I don't sing.
But you know how to sing along?
Yeah. My friends and I sing. I sing in the bathroom. Yeah, basically.
Okay, Agba singing by Ribena be locked in on her number 3 spot for the week. Quite an incredible song. Let's check that out together. Welcome back to the show. This is the weekly top 5 series. Don't forget, DJ Randy Universe, I remain your host. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the weekly channel if you're just joining in for the first time. We have Varoni in the building, a TV host, an artist, and also a YouTuber. You should check her channel on YouTube. That's it right there on your screen. Okay, before we move down to the number 2 spot for the week,
Yeah.
the list is getting hotter.
Okay.
Let's play a game of this or that so that the viewers.
Hey, this or that.
Yes.
Let's have it.
Let them know you're on a more deeper level.
Okay.
So, money or fame?
Sorry?
Would you choose to be rich or famous?
I would choose to be rich. Why do I want to be famous?
Wow, that's interesting. She wants the bag. Phone calls, SMS.
Text. I will reply you late. It's definite. But text me, please.
Wow.
Don't call me.
Okay. You like them slim, chubby?
Huge.
Really?
Wait, what are you talking about?
What were you talking about? What do you like huge?
I just like big things Nemo like.
Almost, she said that to you guys.
I don't even know. Wait, hold up. Wait.
Huge one.
DJ Randy.
Okay.
Yeah? What are you talking about?
Huge what? You said
Anything.
huge. So we are good.
Wait. That's what I'm asking. What? There's not everything I like big things, so let's be coming down.
But the one that was in your mind that you said huge. What was that?
I don't know, it could be anything. Look at my frames. They are big.
Okay.
I have another one in my bag. They're always
She
big.
likes
I like
huge
big
stuff. So
Wait.
let's leave it at that.
Let's not leave it at that.
Okay, I was talking about you like your meals slim or thick? What was that?
small.
You guys decide I should not laugh on this show, but all these girls, they must have a way to make me laugh.
No.
God.
If that is what you're talking about.
See, director, I beg, that huge part. I mean,
No, I promise you.
Really, don't kill me, please. I beg. Okay.
Let's have it.
Where did I even stop, sir? Short.
Next, this or that.
What did you say?
We stopped at huge, so next.
Wow. What's your name? What's your name? I will find you.
Okay. Happiness or success?
Happiness.
You want to be happy.
Yes.
How about your
Happiness is being
YouTube channel?
successful. Happiness is being successful.
Are you sure?
If I am successful, will I not be happy?
Do you think
Think about it.
Do you think a lot of successful people out there happy?
Then I don't know. For me,
You just want
how
to be
I
happy.
define happiness, how I define success is they must be in the same box. They have to be together. They go hand in hand for me. If I'm not happy, and I don't think I can cope. If I'm not happy, I would rather go back to square one and start over and make sure that whatever thing it is that is not making me happy about this thing, let's figure it out. If it means me going back to ground zero.
Wow.
Going back to ground zero can be heartbreaking too. It can be heart-wrenching, but
You prioritize happiness over success.
don't ask me to prioritize happiness over money.
Varoni, don't confuse me.
No, success might not necessarily be money.
Happiness or success? Which are you settling with? For the sake of the question, you have to choose one.
Yes, happiness.
She has locked in happiness over success, and we all can relate to that. Me, I want to be happy. So you heard that right. I believe these questions and answer will make you know Varoni on a more deeper level. So she says she likes huge. If you're a slim guy now, you go there and you're wasting your time. Or do you like slim guys?
So here's the thing. Wait though. Derek, off that camera first. Off that camera.
No. You do go in a roll off. So what's the thing?
Don't roll it. I'm not rolling. We'll talk about it after the show.
Okay. My advice is what you should take.
Don't take his advice. I don't know what his advice saying you. Come to me. Let me advise you. Even if it's bad advice, come.
Okay. Number 2 spot for the week.
Number 2 spot for the week. Simi Alafia.
Okay. If you had the power to change one thing in Nigeria's media industry, what is that thing that you're going to change?
If I had the power to change one thing in the media industry in Nigeria, it is the way TV presenters, hosts are being treated.
Are they underrated?
Somewhat.
So you build. Are you going to give them a bigger platform? Or?
I don't know how you asked me to change it. I don't know how to change it.
Okay, but you shall change it.
Change that thing for me, please. I don't know how you want to change it. There are people that obviously would have the creative mindset on how this thing should work or how this thing should be. But I know that they can be appreciated more than they are being appreciated right now. And that is a change that we need. That is a change that is desired by everybody out there who works as a TV personnel, as a media personnel, even down to the photographer, the cinematographer, the people behind the cameras, the behind the scenes. People, everybody needs that change.
Wow, that's really interesting. So you're going with Simi?
Alafia, Simi.
Okay, so what's the record talking about?
It's talking about love. It's talking about peace. You love with the ginger me.
Do you think you're a lovable person?
I'm a lover gay. I'm a lovable person, and I like to think I'm a lovable girl too.
Alafia by Simi has been locked in on Varoni's number 2 spot for the week. Let's quickly check out that record.
Hi guys, Varoni here. My name is B to the A to the R to the O to the N to the I, and I'm locked in on Weekly Top 5 with DJ Randy. My number 1 song is Still Scared by Lorna. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. The notification bell is down below. Click on it. Mwah. See you.
Running and running like a straight dog. That is the only thing that saves us.
Welcome back to the show. That was Lorna Still Scared, which Varoni locked in on our number 1 spot for the week. Wow, quite an incredible record. I hope you guys are adding that to your playlist. Sadly, this is where we draw the curtain for the day, and I'll be hoping to see you guys on the next episode. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't done that. Most importantly, turn on notification updates so you don't miss out on any of the amazing episodes coming your way. Ciao guys.